Hello friends, I am Dr. V.P. Deshpande, here Department of Physics, Shivaji Arts, Commerce and Science College, Kannal. Now this is the Poynting vector. The plane polarized electromagnetic waves. A plane wave is defined as a wave whose amplitude is same at any point in the plane perpendicular to the specified direction. An electromagnetic wave in which the electric field vector E maintains a fixed direction relative to the direction of propagation is said to be linearly polarized with polarization vector E. In electromagnetic wave, electric and magnetic field vectors are perpendicular to each other and also perpendicular to the direction of propagation. Such electromagnetic waves are said to be a plane polarized. The plane containing the direction of propagation and field vector H is known as the plane of polarization, while the plane containing field vector E and direction of propagation is called the plane of vibration. Any plane polarized wave can be considered to be the sum of two plane polarized components in perpendicular direction but in the phase. Now the Poynting vector and Poynting theorem. Energy may be transported through space by means of electromagnetic waves. This energy is measured per unit area per unit time is called energy density or power flux. This energy flows along the direction of the wave and denoted by a vector called Poynting vector. Let us consider the expression for electromagnetic energy in time-dependent condition. Consider Maxwell's four equation, that is del dot D is equal to rho. Second Maxwell's equation is del dot B is equal to 0. Del cross E is equal to minus of dou B by dou T, and del cross H is equal to J plus dou D by dou T. These are the Maxwell's four equations. Now take the scalar product of H with above equation and E with this equation, that is multiply by H to this equation and multiply by E to this equation, then equation becomes H dot del cross E is equal to minus of H into dou B by dou T, and E dot del cross H is equal to E dot J plus E dou D by dou T. Now subtracting this equation from this, we get H dot del cross E minus E dot del cross H is equal to minus of H dou B by dou T minus of EJ minus of E dou D by dou T. Now use vector quantity identity, that is del dot A cross B is equal to B dot del cross A minus A dot del cross B. For LHS, del dot E cross H is equal to minus of in bracket H dot dou B by dou T plus E dot dou D by dou T minus E dot J. Now for linear medium, B is equal to mu H and D is equal to epsilon E. So the term E dot dou d by dou t becomes E dot dou d by dou t, substitute the value of d, that is d is equal to epsilon E dot dou by dou t of epsilon E, which is equal to epsilon half of dou of E2 by dou t. Dou by dou t of half of epsilon E dot E, that is dou by dou t of half of E dot d. Similarly, H dot dou b by dou t becomes dou by dou t of half of H dot b. Del dot E cross H is equal to minus of dou by dou t of half of H dot b plus E dot d minus of J dot E. By taking the volume integration on both sides, we get volume integral of del dot E cross H into dV is equal to minus of volume integral of dou by dou t half of H dot b plus E dot d dV minus of volume integral of J dot E into dV. Using Gauss divergence theorem, volume integral of LHS can change to surface integral, yes, which bounds volume surface integral of E cross H into ds is equal to minus of dou by dou t of volume integral half of H dot b plus E dot d into dV minus of volume integral of J dot E into dV. By rearranging, we get minus of volume integral of J dot E into dV is equal to dou by dou t of half of S dot B plus E dot D dV plus surface integral closed integral of E cross H into ds. In above equation, LHS represents the rate of energy transfer into the electromagnetic field due to the motion of free charge in the volume V. First term on RHS, this value represents the rate of change of electromagnetic energy stored in the volume V, and second term represents the amount of electromagnetic energy crossing the closed surface per second. Now, the vector E cross H is known as Poynting vector, represented by S or P. Physical interpretation of this equation is the time rate of change of electromagnetic energy within a volume and time rate of the energy flowing through the boundary surface equal to the power transfer into electromagnetic field. Or in another way, it is stated as decrease of electromagnetic energy per unit time plus the flux flow outwards per unit time. This is known as Poynting theorem. The direction of Poynting vector is along the direction of propagation and perpendicular to the both E and H fields. The unit of Poynting vector is watt per meter square. In free space, J is equal to 0, rho is equal to 0, epsilon is equal to epsilon naught, and mu is equal to mu naught. Using these parameters, Poynting equation becomes surface integral of E cross H into ds is equal to minus of dou by dou t of volume integral half of mu 0 H dot H plus epsilon naught E dot E into dV. This equation represents The amount of energy crossing the closed surface per second is equal to the rate of change of electromagnetic energy stored in the volume V. In free space, electromagnetic waves flow from flow from source to receiver. In this process, energy of the wave may be decreases. So as to maintain communication between these 2 points, continuous supply of energy should be present at source point. In free space, electromagnetic energy flows along the direction of wave propagation and perpendicular to the both E and H components. Also, E and H are perpendicular to each other. So, both components are in the form of plane wave and represented as a function of only one space coordinate and time. E is E of xt and H is equal to H of yt. Hence, direction of wave propagation is Z because S is equal to E cross H, which is equal to K Ex Hy, where K is the unit vector along the Z direction. For plane waves in free space, Ex upon Ey is equal to mu 0.